Hello and welcome, dear viewers, to a new episode of Windows on Nile TV International. I'm Karim Gamaluddin, and I'll be your host for tonight. And we have for tonight's episode a very interesting and important topic as well to talk about, which is sustainable development and Egypt's efforts, of course, towards towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, as well as it comes in line with, of course, Egypt's vision 2030. And to shed more light on this very important topic, we're most delighted to be joined here in the studio by Dr. Dina Al Gharabawy, and she's a sustainable development activist. A very good evening, Dr. Dina, and thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, thank you so much for having me today, and it has been always a pleasure to be here in Nile TV.
The pleasure is all ours. Thank you so much, Doctor. Well, first of all, we kick off this episode by defining what does sustainable development mean.
Okay, sustainable development means that kind of development to just enhance the next generation's possibilities without destroying the ability of people who will be living after 2030, the possibility of them to have better life, and also to make sure that we are taking the planet and the environment into consideration. So this is in brief, and I will be happy to share with you tonight the rest of the details.
Yes, well, if also we can move on to the 5 Ps of sustainable development. If you can tell us, elaborate on that. What are the 5 Ps, and how can they be achieved, or how can they be related to sustainable development?
Yeah, great. So the 5 Ps are to just enhance the 17 goals of sustainable development.
Yes.
So the first P is the P of people. So we need to make sure that everyone has the rights to get a good health care, a good social insurance, and a good well-being as well. So firstly, if we are taking the Egyptian people into consideration, and as an example, we have here the new, the government applied the new health insurance to all the sectors of the society, not only the well-educated people. So firstly, since my major is medicine, I take care of the details of the health insurance, and also the well-being. We need to get to the second P, which is prosperity. If someone is going work every day and is getting a better life with salaries and health insurance, but if the environment is not good, if the prosperity is not guaranteed, this means that we will have a bad psychological health and a bad mental health. So we need to take care of people and to take care of the basic needs of people, and also we need to take care of people's prosperity.
Psychological well-being.
Yes, and the mental health as well. So this is the second B. The third B is peace. So in case here we are 2 people in the studio, and in case the first one, which is who is me, I feel good, I have a good mental health, and I have a good physical health. You as well have the same, but we don't have that kind of harmony and peace in between. This means that there's something missed. So we need to take care of people as objects, and also we need to take care of the relationships between people, which is peace. On the international side, we need to make sure also that peace can be applied between countries and also between continents. So in case we are here in Egypt and we have any kind of conflict with a nearby country, this will affect the well-being of people. So we need to make sure that the 5 Ps are applied together in the same time.
Harmonized.
Yes, exactly. So this is about the third P, which was peace. The fourth P is the planet. So if we can take care of the ecosystem, the other creatures that are there in the forests and under the water and the other stuff, this means that there is something missed in the circle as well. So the planet is a very, very important part of the sustainable development. And the last one is partnerships. So we need to make sure that also partnerships are applied, and all the the four other P's are applied, as long as with the partnerships between individuals and also between countries. Yes.
Yes. Also, Dr. Dina, we'd like to know from you more about Egypt's efforts that have been exerted towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goals.
Yes, exactly. So actually, here in Egypt, we applied the Sustainable Development like 2 or 3 years ago. Firstly, you know, here our president applied the new medical insurance program. Actually, I'm not that much oriented with the details of the program, because we need to get like a special episode to get the details, yes, with someone with a position in the program itself. However, we need to make sure also that this program is available for all of the sectors in the society and all the socio-economic standards. So again, the medical insurance part is being applied here in Egypt. The second part is empowering the young people. So I visited, actually, again, I'm a doctor, and I'm not supposed to have so much involvements in business.
That was going to bring me to my next question, but continue first.
Yeah. So actually, I visited the Ministry of Investment, and I found there, like, you know, فكرتك شركتك. It's, yes, a very, very promising.
Your idea, your company.
Yes, exactly. Your idea, your company. So actually, this program empowers the young people just to develop an innovative business enterprise, and then go apply their ideas. They will find all the support. They will find financial support. They will find also mentors and people to give the like, you know, the push to sacrifice their time, their efforts, their, you know, like to sacrifice everything just to apply this kind of innovation and get it applied on the ground. So this is for the economical part. And the third part, I can see, I have been a volunteer in, you know, the non-governmental organizations. And every time I went to, when I was in the university, every time I went to my, you know, people of the higher authority, every time they tell me, okay, just go, just get the authorization and go to the like the campus and do your activities and stuff. So again, empowering young people inside of the universities, this is very, very important to apply the 17 goals of sustainable development. The fourth part, the education. Actually, I didn't have the privilege to get a good education about sustainable development, because it was applied there in the
it's not in the program.
Yes, yes. But now I can see that the students in the primary school and the other schools, they have like good education regarding sustainability, the goals, the 5 Ps, like the economy and your responsibility towards the society, towards your colleague, towards the atmosphere, towards the world, the planet. So actually, it's very, you know, promising to find young people, very young people, like the seeds of the society, getting introduced to that kind of concept, the development and the sustainability itself. So actually, I feel like they are. I don't envy them, but they are more privileged to get like their education.
This is the early education. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm also curious to know your major is medicine, and you're a sustainable development activist. So, yes, what attracted you, what was the reason behind becoming a sustainable development activist?
Yeah, so this is a very interesting question. Actually, I was the nerd student who studies too much, spends a lot of time in the room with books and stuff. But in the university, I got someone just inviting me for a conference. It was also a governmental conference, and I met a lot of people from different nationalities, and one of these people was a Chinese girl, and she invited me to her country, and she mentioned that we have the same conference there. Actually, I told her, okay, we can meet, but we met in a third company, a third country.
Just by coincidence.
Yes, but you know, attending the conferences and getting introduced to new activities, new people, new mindsets, new mentalities, cultures and stuff, this helps you just to develop
to become a well-rounded person.
Yes, exactly. So the second conference of mine was the sustainable development, and the lamp got you know, like I felt responsible towards my colleagues, towards the planet, towards myself. Like sustainability comes originally from within. In case I can feel responsible towards myself, my well-being, my mental health, my social health, I will be able to give it to other people. So actually sustainability helped me getting a better version of myself, and here I am. You know.
We're honored and delighted to have you and to listen from you about this very bright example, and we look forward for you to become a role model for and inspiring many Egyptian and international youth to follow suit. Dina, allow us to go for a short break. Dear viewers, a short break, and we'll be back to resume our program Windows live on Nile TV International. Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching Windows live on Nile TV International, and continuing our discussion with our guest here in the studio, Dr. Dina Al Gharabawy, a sustainable development activist, and we were talking about the sustainable development in general, also the sustainable development goals, as well as Egypt's efforts towards achieving these very important sustainable development goals. Dr. Dina, moving on to another part of sustainable development, education. The progress of every country is measured by the level of education and the educational system. And I think we have gone here, of course, because before the pandemic, but the pandemic has speeded up the digital transformation that the educational sector has witnessed, a milestone, a very important achievement. If you can tell us more also about education and its role in sustainable development.
Yeah, exactly. So actually education for myself, I feel like I've been through the education for more than 18 years in my life. All what I was doing is just to study and to be educated. So I think if I wasn't through all of that, if I didn't get the privilege to go to a good school and to get good people to inspire me, not only as teachers, actually each and every person has like, you know, left that part of me with like something good to leave, a good impression, a good you know, impact. So we need to make sure that each and every person on the planet has the right to get a good education. So here Egypt is one of the leading countries in Africa. However, I was working on a program like maybe 2 years ago. I was an online volunteer, and I was working on the content of the English language education for the primary year students in Kenya. And actually it was like a small village, and people didn't have a single school, you know, and it feels very bad. Sad. Yes. So actually we were developing the content, and I lived overseas, but I felt like there is something good to give other people what is just granted for you. But here in Egypt, we have a lot of schools. We have a lot of children going to school, like at 7 a.m. you will find.
How did you feel, Dr. Dina, being part of a drive to change?
Yeah, so actually, firstly, it comes from within again. So myself, I have a lot of skills. You have a lot of skills. Other people have skills. So we are speaking about sustainability. If we got the P of partnership, the P of peace, and the P of people applied on the ground, what are the people who should work on the project, the people who have skills, the people who are well educated, and it's time to give. It's time to get a good partnership with the government, and then to apply a good program to empower the other people who don't have such privilege to get good education. I need to give you a good example. I was working on a project to get, you know, Azbet Khairallah in Egypt. I was also working on the content since I was in the University of Medicine.
It's a slum area.
Yes, and actually we got a lot of partnerships. McDonald's giving people food and meals during the educational day, and then what happened? People were leaving like the program because they used to work daily to get 50 Egyptian pounds. We get also another partnership and a sponsorship.
To give them incentives.
Yes. And what happened? They were very happy. They attended all the classes and they got the certificate. And when we left, like it was just, I attended only the last day, and I didn't feel like, should I miss all of that? I should attend such a program. So actually, the people of the slum areas, they are not only the people who get like further advantages of such programs. It leaves the good impact of you as well. You helped, and you've seen the results, and you've seen people like change something, and you gave them opportunity for a better future. And also we worked on the planet there. You know, we applied the programs and the you know, the projects of getting the recycling of the
greener
raw material.
environment.
Yes. So actually, the ladies there in the area also worked on the same project, but not to get educated. It's just to help in recycling the bad materials there, and 70% of the plastics in the area was just recycled again. So
amazing.
Actually, it's a sustainable development model that needs to be applied. Yes, exactly. And again,
but this brings me to my next question, Dr. Dina, if you allow me. Sustainable development and the environment.
Yes, exactly. We have something called eco-friendly products. So I mentioned plastics. Actually, I need to let you know about the plastic as a material. Do you know that before the Second World War, there were no plastic? So they used to get the airplanes and that are used in the war, and like the material that was used is glass. Yes, it was glass. And you know, the pressure of air, the physics, the glass is easily broken.
Yes.
So they used they didn't get any kind of research applied, and then we got something called plastic out of no research. And this is a material got out of war. What do you expect? It's harmful because it's not out of peace, it's out of war. And unfortunately, it's sustainable. Sustainable means here that it's like
easily recycled?
No, it's not easily recycled. And this is the most harmful part about the plastic. So something that was produced during the war, and after that we couldn't just get the whole thing cancelled. Yes. So now we have you know, like the recycling projects applied in Egypt and in a lot of first world countries. However, we need to get back to the education. If we apply the programs of awareness towards the harmful...
How bad are we harming the environment by using plastic, and how many animals or in the fish in the water being harmed by this?
The plastic. Yes, and also the awareness towards the recycling itself. So we have.
But I have seen personally some companies starting initiatives completely banning the use of plastic and replacing it with paper. I've seen this already applied in Egypt, but on a small scale. Actually,
I work in a company. We have paper cups. but we need also to apply how to get rid of the cups. Because if you are using the paper cups but you are not getting the materials after
Waste
use,
management. If it's not properly managed.
Yes. So we need to also to get the. I'm proud of all of the companies that get the paper cups and all of the eco-friendly materials. Yes. A lot of materials, like a lot of materials. But we need also to apply the waste management techniques. To after getting the waste collected, we need to communicate with the companies who are in charge of getting another use or recycle the used materials.
And having also specialized or especially dedicated waste bins for each
each and every category of the used materials. Yes.
Also, Dr. Dina, I'd like to know from you about the sustainable development in other domains that we have not talked about.
Yeah, exactly. We have got to education, the ecosystem, and here we need to get to the point of, there's something called Maslow's hierarchy of human needs. It's a pyramid.
Yes.
And the base of the pyramid, you will find like our need to eat, drink, to get a good house, like, safety. The house is safety. And on the top of the pyramid, there is something called self-esteem, respect, and to feel that you have like a purpose in life. So between that, we will find a lot of needs that are just missed in the way, So during sustainable development journey, we need to apply to get rid of hunger, to get a good job to everyone, to make sure that everyone is getting a good self-esteem. So do you know by 2050, the year 2050, the world will not be able to provide good food for 9 billion people? So now in all of the countries we have people that who don't have the privilege of getting a good food,
which is a basic
by the end of the day. Yes, by 2015 you will find more than 2 billion people, like they don't have the privilege of getting one meal during a day.
Very scary.
Yeah, very scary. So the first goal of sustainable development is to get rid of hunger. So again, it comes when we need to get rid of hunger, we need to apply the partnerships between government
and private sector.
And I can see here in Egypt it's very applied, like it's applied very well, but again, we are not like 100% applying the whole thing. We need to empower people, young people, to get a lot of initiatives, like non-governmental initiatives, and go to the government. We need the authorization. We need to apply our ideas. And also, we need to make sure that we are getting good statistics to apply such projects.
Indicators.
Yes, exactly. So actually, the government is getting, in Salah Salim, you will find a great panel, about the number of people in Egypt today, tomorrow,
the population count.
Population, yes. So actually, when I don't visit Salah Salim that much, but each and every time I just stare. Oh my God, are we like too much people in there? But we need also to get better statistics to apply the projects based on evidence.
Needs. So to make a proper assessment.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Also, we have spoken, Dr. Dina, about the role of the government and their efforts that have been exerted in achieving the goals. What about the role of society?
Yes, okay. So society, okay, what should I say? Again, it comes from within. So I need to start by myself. In case I have that kind of paper cup, and I have a colleague just beside me, I have you here in the studio, during the break time, I could just, do you know that that paper cup should be used like after, do you know where that paper cup should go after we just threw it in the pen? Do you know that? So that kind of
Raising
conversation,
awareness.
yeah, raising awareness, yes. So that kind of conversation is the first step just to get the sustainability model applied on a larger scale. And also, like for, like, you know, the individual responsibility towards the society comes from, I don't feel that I have my work, I have my family, and that's it, and I have myself. No, I need to feel responsible towards the other people. Yes, toward the other people. So the very basic step of applying sustainability is to feel the responsibility towards people who will be there after 2030. What should I do with people who live with me today, during 2021 in Jan at like 10:30 p.m. You know, so again, it comes from within. The sense of timing, the sense of responsibility is the very basic step that we need to apply, and we need to just share it with our, you know, the new seeds, the younger people. Something I feel like it's not that much supporting the ecosystem, and when I speak to someone who like, I don't care. I don't care about what you're saying. Let's
Yeah, I was just about to ask you about what about those who can't care less.
So those who care need to take care of those who don't care, because it's only one planet,
Yes.
and it's only one life. If you
And we're
don't
living
care,
it
I will be
together.
affected.
Yes.
So we need to, like, actually it's the responsibility of those who care, and it's fair enough. It's fair enough. We will have one person who cares. We have only one Gandhi in the world. One, you know, a lot of people who are only one, you know, like one Dina in the world. So this one can change a lot of stuff in the world. But we need to make sure that every and each person can take care of the other people who are maybe less educated, maybe they don't know, they didn't have the privilege of knowing about the other people. And again, we need to apply it very wisely.
Too busy, for instance, struggling to make ends meet.
Yes. So actually, I have a lot of people, meeting a lot of people each and every day. They don't know what is meant by sustainability. The word itself wasn't in the dictionary maybe 20 years ago. So what is meant by sustainability? You are just exerting a lot of efforts just to define the word. So instead of defining a big word that is very hard to understand, can you please get
narrow
that
it
cup?
down.
Yes. Can you please get that cup into the green pen, not the red pen? Why? Do you know that this will help the planet more? So get it from the most simple part to get an action applied, instead of just sharing a lot of Latin terminologies and a lot of, like, you know, heavy words.
Yes.
And the other part will feel, okay, I don't care what we are ordering for lunch today, you know?
Yeah.
That's
A very interesting and constructive discussion, but allow us, Dr. Dina, to go for a break, and then we'll resume our discussion. Dear viewers, a quick break, and then we'll be back to resume Windows live on Nile TV International. Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching Windows live on Nile TV International, continuing our discussion with our guest here in the studio, Dr. Dina Al Gharabawy, a sustainable development activist and a physician as well. Dr. Dina, continuing our discussion, I would like to know from you what are the challenges that we're currently facing which are hindering us as a country to move forward towards achieving sustainable development?
okay, great. So actually, it's not only in Egypt. The challenges are not only in Egypt. So again, before the break, we have just discussed what happens with the individual people who are trying to aware other people regarding the concept of sustainability, sustainable development goals and stuff. So on the individual side, we are very busy. Each and everyone has a very busy schedule. So we need to specialize time just to orient the other people about what's going on, but in a very simple and easy way that can be applied. Not to apply...
appealing as well.
Yes, appealing, yes. So this is on the individual side. We are very busy, and also sometimes people are scared to share themselves. You know, if I have someone beside me doing something that is not good, this is not regarding the sustainability. I would feel like, what's the impression if I'm just correcting what's going on? So we need to have the courage on the individual side just to change. We need to be courageous enough to change. And this is on the individual side. Internationally, I think the part of partnerships comes again. A lot of conferences, a lot of paperwork, a lot of stuff, but we need to make sure that this is applied on the ground. This is not only shared on TV, this is applied on the ground.
Yes.
And actually, I feel I've been through all of this, like the conferences and the international relationships and this stuff, but it comes again from within. If you are a good individual and authentic enough just to apply what you have shared in public, you will feel the responsibility just to apply it after the program is off. So this is internationally. And globally, we need to take care of the planet.
Yes.
We need to take care of the planet. Actually, I don't have an ocean and don't live over the sea, and I live very far. I live in New Cairo, and here we are on the Corniche, like on the Nile. So I feel like I don't have the Nile just beside me, but I need to take care of the tree just
next to your house.
Yes, next to my house. The dogs in the street. And the people who are living with me, I need to take care of them.
Yes.
So the ecosystem is not only the green natural system, it's the environment, the outer environment, the atmosphere that I live in. If I'm sharing with people good vibes, and if I'm sharing just how to get ourselves, our planet, our relationships better, this will just help applying sustainability not only for 2021, 2030, 2050. And we need to help people who will live after 2050, the 9 billion people, just to get a better chance of education, a better opportunity just to get a good mental health. If we are just thinking about ourselves for now, it will not be applied after like 2030. So the goals are like we have a plan to apply everything before 2030, but we need to apply it for now.
Yes.
So again, the responsibility individually, internationally, globally, in Egypt and on the planet.
Yes, Dr. Dina, we have less than 1 minute. Your final message.
My final message, again, it comes from within. Start by yourself and do it yourself. Lead by example. And love yourself, love other people, and don't let one single opportunity like to be missed just to apply what you have in heart before in mind, to apply sustainability. Sustainability is not towards the planet. It's towards myself firstly, and then towards the other people, the creature who are there in the forest and under the water.
Yes.
Start by yourself.
Thank you so much. Start by yourself. This is the best message that we can end this episode with. Dr. Dina Al Gharabawy, Sustainable Development Activist. We really appreciate your insight, and thank you so much for being with us on Windows Live on Nile TV International.
Thank you so much. This has been a pleasure.
Thank you. The pleasure is all ours. Dear viewers, and by this we wrap up today's episode of Windows. And till we meet again, this is goodbye signing off. This is Karim Ghamidi.